Another twofer. Uh-oh. A Nebraska Senator Karen loses her shit because she loves some meatball surgery. And a once coveted Pulitzer Prize goes to a queer troll because he says sissy porn made him trans. I don't write this shit. Fuck! But he did. I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this is what's next. What's up, everyone? Excuse me. Happy Monday to you. Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily? Well, we got another twofer. And, of course, now the stories are becoming typical, but fun nonetheless. First, we have a senator out of Nebraska. A Karen. A family woman. You know, a mother of 3, married. Well, she's so animate, so, for the cause. She's screaming and yelling about getting meatball surgery. You know, lopping off Susie's breasts, chopping off Johnny's balls, because it's the right thing to do. And then we have, of course, a dude who likes to feel pretty getting a once coveted Pulitzer Prize because, of course, sissy porn made him trans. Like I said in the beginning, I don't write this shit. I just report on it. Let's take a look, or comment on it, if you will. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch, Nebraska state senator throws a fit. Like I said, loses her shit because she's in favor of getting meatball surgery. For around 2 minutes and 40 seconds, Nebraska State Senator Michaela Kavanaugh repeated, "Transgender people belong here. We need trans. We love trans," during a Friday morning explosion in the state's legislature. With each utterance, her cadence and volume increased, and for a little under a minute, she was screaming and waving her hands in the air like some crazy-ass woman, according to a video obtained by Fox News Digital. That morning, the unicameral legislature was debating the Let Them Grow Act, which would ban sex change procedures for minors and put a 12-week limit on abortions. The measure was passed and is awaiting Governor Jim Pallen's signature to become law. The governor had already expressed his approval for the bill back in February. In a statement, the governor said, "All children deserve a chance to grow and live happy, fruitful lives. This includes preborn boys and girls, and includes children struggling with their gender identity. These kids deserve the opportunity to grow and explore who they are and what they want to be. And they can do that without making irreversible decisions that should be made when they are fully grown." Gee, fucking common sense. Who would have ever thought of it? What a concept. Currently, there are 17 states that have laws restricting on banning puberty blockers, hormones treatments, and child mutilation. Nebraska's chief medical officer said exceptions will be made for minors already receiving treatment before the law is enacted. Yeah, you may want to revisit that part. Kavanaugh called those who supported legislation weak and said they were bought by the governor. She also said healthcare workers would leave the state of her abortion provision, which allows for exceptions in the case of rape or incest. "You have to live with the role that you play in history and making today," Kavanaugh said. "You have to live with the fact that you vote to take away people's rights." I'm sorry, what rights were taken? Oh, abortion rights? No, that's not a constitutional right. Chopping off your balls? No, that's not a right either. You may want to try again. You have to live with that. The rest of us has to live with the implications of that, but you have to live with that. First, let's go to...
We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people.
I think we got the message.
Trans people belong here.
You have more?
We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people.
All right, that's enough. All right, Breitbart. Pulitzer Prize goes to queer troll author "Sissy Porn Made Me Trans. Getting Makes You Female." Wow, that's... yeah. The Pulitzer Prize embraces the trans agenda because, of course, they do. In a major way this year by awarding a dude who likes to feel pretty, Mr. Long Chu, with the prize for criticism. Prize for criticism? Recognizing his book reviews that have appeared in Vox Media-owned New York's Magazine and the site Vulture. Vox. Trash. Vulture. Yeah. But not recognized in any real publication, so just remember that. But since the awards were announced this month, Chu's win has spawned a growing backlash among women who have expressed both bewilderment and disgust. Well, not about bewilderment, more like disgust, especially over Chu's past writings in which he claimed that anyone can be a woman, because of course they can, and described how pornography addiction led to his desire to become pretty. Sissy porn made me trans, Chu once wrote. Guys, come on. Can't deny this. Others are objecting to how the Pulitzer have effectively elevated Chu to authority figure on womanhood and feminism when he's a dude. Two of his favorite subjects, despite the fact that Chu has never been female, some have dismissed Chu as a glorified sex fetishist and a female imposter. That's being light. Quote, "The truth is I've never been able to differentiate the liking of women and wanting to be like them," he also wrote. So who is Chu? For starters, Chu is a dude who identifies as a woman. Though he called himself a trans lesbian, okay, he's transmental. By one account, the Duke University and NYU graduate, well, of course, look good. The guy seems like no dummy. Then again, birth name was Andrew. So let's call him Andrew, shall we? Let's call him by his birth name because that's who he is. Even before New York Magazine 2021, he was a darling of the cultural elite due to his essays on feminism and transgendering. He has appeared in Vogue magazine, of course he did, as well as woke model Emily Ratajkowski's podcast, during which he held forth on the nature of sexual desire. What is the purpose of flirting? By a dude.
The trick is like figuring out which assumptions to
Andrew
make.
Chu.
When it comes to flirting, I think the problem is that...
Dude, it's your fucking ugly? Anyway, let's move on. Chu's writing often is convoluted and abstruse, like a junior varsity version of Judith Butler, but with a flair of cheap provocation. He received wide acclaim for his 2019 book, Females, which of course he's not, in which he delves into detail about what kinds of porn he likes to masturbate to. Nice! One of his favorite genres is sissy porn, which involves men wearing women's underwear and being forced into submissive or female roles. My thoughts. First, the Nebraska Senator Karen, who loses her shit. This is a woman who is married to a dude, has 3 children, but yet is in favor of meatball surgery on children, hormone blockers on children, as she shoots her mouth off and looks like the ass. I can't be the first one who probably has said this, but you would think that someone have come up to her and said, "Karen, you're a mom of 3. Why would you want children to go through this shit when you are a mom yourself?" I guarantee if anybody's asked her, she would probably have said, "Yeah, that's a hard pass. I'm not talking about my kids. I'm talking about your kids. I want meatball surgery for your kids. Don't talk about my kids. I want meatball surgery for your kids. For you and your kids." But that's just how I'm implying it or reading into it. And then, of course, you have Mr. Andrew Chu. Mr. I know what a female is. Mr. I know what feminism is. Mr. I like sissy porn and I jerk off to it. But yet, let the Pulitzer Prize go to him. Because I'm trans. Because, of course, Pulitzer Prize has to do it. Just like Target has to do it, just like, Bud Light and Miller Lite and all these other asswipe corporations who don't have the balls, literally, to say, yeah, this shit, yeah, not good for the company. But no, they have to get on their knees and grab both angles and say, give it to me and give it to me hard without the KY. Why? Because they're corporate shills and that's what they do. With that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you again next time. Peace.